Hello and welcome sensational Scorpios and everybody else. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I'm here to do Scorpio August Horoscope. If you haven't joined me before, I will just briefly say what I do. I draw 2 tarot cards at the start as theme cards for the month for you. I do the horoscope. And then I do a psychic channeling / summary at the end, so stick around for that. This horoscope is for your sun, moon and rising signs as well. If you find it useful, please consider subscribing to my channel and don't forget to click that notification bell. Leave me a comment. I'm only too pleased to answer your comments. Okay, only too pleased, only too happy to answer your comments. Give this video a like if you think it's worth it. Okay, let's go to the board now and have a look what the cards have to say. Alrighty, so first card as a theme card for Scorpio for August 2020. Okay, I'm going to go with that card there. Closing my eyes now, what do I see? I see the door closing. This is a door to the past. You may be having feelings in August come up related to something that's happened in the past. Okay, so this is about closing the door on something once and for all. Finally get it out of your system. Make a decision and cut that cord or that spiritual tie that is binding you to that situation. Cut it. So what else do I see for Scorpio in August? A ring on my right finger. I do get the words going round and round in circles. And so this could be like a very significant relationship, like a marriage or a partnership, but you never really get to the core of the problems. It's just like going around, same old, same old. I'm in space now and it's like the International Space Station and what I can see, but this is going around and around in circles, and I feel it's the same thing. At some point you either have to close the door, you either put up with it or you close the door once and for all. That's a decision for you to make, dear Scorpios. Let's see what the cards say. Okay, the world is your oyster. This is very interesting because she's got one foot on the earth, which means she's grounded and practical and in touch with physical reality, but the rest of her is out in space. Okay, so in touch with spirit. The world is your oyster. You can do what you want, basically. If you have a look here, you'll see she's holding a scepter. That's like reminiscent of royalty and divinity, because in the old days royals were thought to be gods. She has an angel holding up this gold fabric that she's wrapped in. Gold is something very precious in spirit that you've worked hard to achieve, okay? It isn't just handed down to you. You work for the high vibration of gold. Over here there's an eagle suggesting freedom and looking at the big picture view. So as a theme, you've got more freedom this month in August than what you have had in the past. It's up to you to make a decision, and you can do whatever you want with regard to finishing something off that's been sort of hanging around either in the past and it's just coming up in your thoughts, or maybe even in your physical life. Okay, second card for the month for you, sensational Scorpios. Going with that one there. Closing my eyes now. What do I see for sensational Scorpios? I see a dragonfly. Then I see like a little fairy. It's a really tiny little fairy, like a dragonfly, the same sort of size. This is a sort of magical influence. You might start to see the magic in your daily events, okay, because there is magic all around us, but we get distracted and sidetracked with what's going on in the world. And I'm getting little birds and tweets. Maybe it's time to go out into nature. I can see these little birds, or maybe you've been thinking about raising little chicks or birds, something like that. But from a spiritual point of view, this implies that freedom is at hand. You can fly up into the air and be free and do your own thing. So the card that comes up is the Eight of Wands, flying up into the air on your broomstick perhaps. Okay, this is actually about flashes of inspiration that come into your mind, and there's so many of them and they dart in and out of your mind very quickly. Write them down. You could have some really brilliant ideas in August about the direction you want to take your life into. They're coming out of your subconscious. See the full moon here? And we'll talk about the full moon, which is coming in on the 3rd, and I'll talk about that in a minute, but probably around, that gives you an idea about the timing. So probably around the time of the full moon, these brilliant flashes of inspiration coming into your mind. Okay, so that's great. Let's have a look now at your horoscope. 21st of July to the 22nd of August. The sun is in your 10th house here. You've got a lot of activity up in this these couple of houses here, these top 3 houses. And the sun coming into your career zone, or your house of career and reputation. This could also be your contribution to the world. You're likely to get recognition, and it's a good time to get a promotion or seek a new job. You're very achievement oriented at work at the moment. The sun also suggests that you could get a lot of insight and awareness around your work. 20th of July to the 6th of August, and we have Jupiter sextiles Neptune, and this is a great time for sharing your spiritual ideals. You could become clearer about those personal beliefs that you have, and you might take a trip or think about taking a trip to an inspirational or beautiful place. 18th of July to the 16th of August, Saturn conjunct Saturn. This is a time where life is being taken more seriously. It's a time of deep self-analysis as you look back on what you could have done in the past. Okay, so maybe, you could have done some things differently. There are karmic rewards of satisfaction or dissatisfaction depending on how you handled something. If you feel like you made some errors of judgment, look at what you can do to rectify those errors, if you can do anything. At some point you just have to, forgive yourself, forgive other people and move on. Okay, so 30th of July to the 3rd of August, Mars conjuncts Mars. This is a time to take a fresh start in life. You might have a lot of physical energy now, and also will and courage. These are all intensified. But because Mars is involved, you could also be feeling a little bit irritable or impatient. Take a deep breath there. Okay. 3rd of August, a full sturgeon moon in your 4th house here. It's called a sturgeon moon because apparently the sturgeon come out on the Great Lakes, and at that time they catch a lot of sturgeon. Fishermen do. And this indicates a big transformation in your home and family life. You might be thinking about redecorating or doing something to your home, or you could have some sort of transformation going on, people coming and going in your home. Could be a lot of activity with your family members at this time. 4th of August to the 19th of August, Mercury moves into your 10th house of career and reputation, public standing. And this means that there'll be a lot of communications and activity around your work. Maybe you're thinking of some career planning strategies. 2nd of August to the 7th of August, Mars squares Jupiter. You could be feeling highly ambitious and very optimistic. Do watch for overconfidence, because everything that Jupiter touches grows, and Mars already has a fair amount of confidence. So with Jupiter there, you just have to be careful that you don't take risks. You'll have a lot of energy, so you'll feel like it. But yeah, do be, keep your feet on the ground and be practical. 6th of August to the 6th of September, Venus is in your 9th house, okay? So Venus moving into your 9th house of the higher mind, okay? So this is also affects your spirituality. You might be attracted to foreign cultures, spirituality, and loving the exotic. Relationships could also become more spiritual at this time. You could even, perhaps you fall in love with someone from another culture, or you fall in love with a particular country, or something like that could happen. 10th of August to the 16th of August, Mars squares Pluto. This gives you a very strong drive for personal power. Do watch domineering behaviour and don't push yourself too hard. Now, the domineering behaviour could be from you, or it could be from other people trying to manipulate you, because Pluto often brings up manipulation. So just watch that. 12th of August to the 19th of August, Mars squares Mercury. Watch for verbal disputes, okay? Try and be as tactful as you can. You could be feeling again a bit irritable or impatient. Slow down, okay? Slow down your speech and think before you speak here, because Mercury is all about communications, and Mars just wants to get ahead. 5th of August to the 2nd of September, excuse me, Jupiter squares Mars. You might be feeling bold, daring, and enterprising. Perhaps you want to break free of some restrictions, maybe get a better house or a better job. But it's important not to make important decisions too hastily, okay? You've got a lot of energy. Again, slow down. All of this energy up here in your house of career, okay? So, all of this activity is likely to make you want to get ahead in your job in some way. 18th of August, you have a new moon in your 10th house there as well. This means a brand new start, a new job, a new way of doing things at work. And this is also a new reputation. Perhaps people hear about you, and that's how you get a new job. 15th of August to the 22nd of September, Mars sextiles Venus. It's a great time for making new friends and also for love relationships. It's a great time to express your feelings, start a new friendship or a romance in this time. 18th of August to the 5th of September, Mercury moves into your 11th house here, and you may find yourself sort of cast into a leadership role in a group or in your friends. Somehow you become an authority amongst your friends or your associates. Lots of socialising and communications going on as well. 26th of August to the 23rd of September, Mars squares Saturn. Okay, so this is where you really have to take a deep breath and slow down. I know I said it before, but especially in these dates, 26th of August to 23rd of September, because there's frustrations and obstacles. And you might be also feeling more sensitive than usual. You could be feeling like you're struggling or feeling overwhelmed with life. It's okay. It's going to be fine. Just be patient. This time will pass. It's a time to slow down, take a deep breath, because you're actually preparing for new beginnings, dear Scorpio. Okay, so I'm going to close my eyes now and see what I can see for Scorpio in the month of August. Okay, I can see a crane, and I can see the hook of the crane and a heavy weight. Okay, so it's like there's a hole in the ground, and that's your body, and this heavy weight is being lifted off out of the hole, which is your body. So a weight is being taken off your shoulders in some way, or something in your body. Maybe you had some ill health, or you weren't feeling well, and this weight is being lifted off you. So I do actually see, if you slow down and don't push yourself too hard, that you could actually feel much better, and almost like a sense of relief that something is finally over. I've got somebody wrapped up here in like a blanket or something, like they're cold, And it could be that you were in a job that you didn't like and you finally decided to leave in August, and maybe you felt isolated or alone in that position. I just want to say that the sun is going to come out, okay? And now I can see that person walking in pajamas for some reason. I don't know why, but it's like it's dawn and the sun is coming, and the light, it's just sort of twilight and the sun is coming up, but it's getting warmer. Often it sort of gets darker and colder just before the dawn, and the temperature goes down then. But look, it's going to be okay. Just prepare yourself for change, and I know that's easier said than done. However, change is what we're dealing with now on a regular basis, and we will be for at least the next several years, okay? Next 2 or 3 years minimum. Okay, Scorpio, what else do I see for you? I get the words Harbour Bridge, but I'm looking to see if it's Sydney Harbour Bridge. It did come, but I think it just means a bridge. Oh, right. Okay, it means a bridge bridging opposite energies together. So this is not confined to Sydney, by the way, Sydney, Australia. This is no matter where in the world you are, a bridge always joins opposite energies together. And so you're coming to terms with the situation, and that gives you some power, because when you know where you are, then you can make plans about where you want to get to, okay? So at the moment, it's a good time for making yourself secure and stable. It's not a time for risky behaviours. It's probably still not a time to, if you're going to invest money, you want to go and do your research about that. It's probably not a good time for investment unless it's a house that you're going to live in and you need some place to stay, obviously. That might work out. But just for the sake of investment, it's not a good time at the moment. Okay, they're telling me I see a bow and arrow, and then I see an arrow in the air, and then a bullseye, and I see the arrow hitting the bullseye. This means that's right, a bullseye. There's something about a pendant here with maybe it's a little locket with where you keep a photo or something. It's a round sort of locket pendant, silver. Is it missing? I don't know. There's something there. I think that's for a specific person, by the way. Is that to do with all Scorpios? Not getting anything else on that. I think that's a specific person. I also see some cleaning materials like a broom, a mop, some cloths, for cleaning up your act, Scorpio. Okay, but you could clean your home, have a spring clean as well. In August, that's the month before, that's the last month of winter and the month before we go into spring in the southern hemisphere, and some people might start cleaning their homes because often that's when you do a spring clean. You're getting ready for springtime, and you might clean out some cupboards and your wardrobes in August. Okay, one more thing. I see some stairs, so this means taking action steps. It requires some effort at first, but then it gets easier because I see the stairs turning into an escalator, and then they just carry you up. So you've got to put the effort and the energy in to take the action steps, but after that you sort of get used to it and it's not the big effort that it was. Okay, and there's a green star here, and it's like a twinkle twinkle sort of little star, but it's green, and this suggests that there's a lot of potential and possibilities around money, making more money, because that's green, you see, but certainly growth and expansion. Alrighty. Okay, thank you, dear Scorpios. I hope you found this useful. Please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, leave me a comment and a like, maybe even a share. That would be fantastic. But most of all, have a very insightful and wonderful month in August, and I shall see you all again soon. Okay, thank you, and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.